Okay, we're on the last video for the Unit 5 assignment, Math 10C. And the first question here for the equation y equals 2x squared plus x plus 4. If the input is -2, what's the output? Input is -2 is a way of saying evaluate when x is equal to -2. So I take 2 times x squared, which is -2 squared, plus x, that's a -2, plus 4. Evaluate this, so y equals that. -2 squared, that's positive 4. -2 times -2 is positive 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus -2 is 6. And 6 plus 4 is 10. So I would type in 10. Next question. The graph shows an airplane's height as it descends to the ground at a rate of 2,000 meters per minute. The domain is t, time, can be anywhere between 0 and p. So time of 0 and time of p. This is what we're looking at for this graph. The graph appears to go beyond this way and beyond this way. In here, we're tracking the plane as it's tunneling through the earth or something. That doesn't make sense. This graph up here that says you could be going and coming up higher, probably what this means to say is that past this point, maybe it's not a nice straight line anymore. I don't know. But it's saying only look between 0 and p. So only look in this range. Domain. The range is height, h, can be anywhere between 0 and q. If the height's any higher, then it's not the right graph, and if the height's any lower, you've crashed into the ground or through the ground. What is the value of p added to q? So find that and add them together. So we need to find our x-intercept and our y-intercept. So here's the equation. H is equal to 30,000 minus 2,000 m. If we're dealing with this, we want to know both intercepts. So we need to say what happens when this value is 0 and what happens when that value. So just when this value is 0 and what happens when that value is 0. We need to do them separately. The easier one is to set m to 0 first. So if that's 0, 30,000 minus nothing, this whole term becomes nothing, right? Anything times 0 is nothing. Then the maximum height is 30,000 minus nothing, which is 30,000. So this point here, which on the graph we've put a Q on it for some reason, is 30,000. Next, how much time? That's where this value here, when the height is 0, the height of the plane is 0. So if we say 0 is equal to 30,000 minus 2,000 m, then I want to solve for m. So I'm going to move the 2,000, I'll move the 2,000 over because it's a negative. I want it to be positive. So 2,000 m is equal to 30,000. M would be equal to, if I divide both of these by 2,000, M would be equal to 30,000 over 2,000, which is 30 over 2 is 15. 1,000 over 1,000 cancels out. Which does look, here's a 14, here's a 16. It does look like the right number. So 30,000 here, and this is 15 there. And this is asking us for P added to Q. So P was 15 and Q was 30,000. 30,000 plus 15 is 30,015. But I wouldn't write the comma. For the numerical response, that's not a great idea. So we just had to find our two intercepts. The thing that I think is messy about this question is here they call the variable m, and here they call it t. Here they give a capital H, here they give a lowercase h. I think that's all pretty sloppy, but we can still figure it out. Next, this is a graph of f of x equals negative 3x plus 3. The function f of x equals 0 when x has what value? So this is saying f of x is equal to 0. That part is equal to 0. 0 equals negative 3x plus 3. When is that true? What value of x makes it true? So solve for x is what I'm saying. I'm going to move the x term over, that one over there, because the negative becomes a positive. 3x equals 3. I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to solve for x, to isolate x. So 3 over 3 is 1, which looks like 1. So I would type in 1. Not so bad. And next, this is a graph of f of x equals negative 3x plus 3. Same graph as before, right? What's the value of the y-intercept? The y-intercept happens when x is equal to 0, or anywhere x is equal to 0, which is right here. So f of x equals negative 3 times 0 plus 3. So what happens when x is 0? Anything times 0 is 0. And 0 plus 3 is 3. So this value here is 3. So I would type in 3. It's a nice easy one to end off on. Okay, that's the whole assignment. I hope it went well. If not, I hope the explanations were at least a little bit helpful.